As far as birthday is concerned, our beloved Prophet ﷺ said that there are only two festivals in Islam, two annual festivals. They are the Eidains, the Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. The first is after the Ramadan ends, that Eid al-Fitr, and the second is Eid al-Adha, that's we have the Eid of sacrifice. These two are the only Eids that are annual Eid is there, that is permissible to celebrate. And the Prophet also mentioned that the weekly Eid is on Friday. So there's one weekly Eid and two annual Eid. These are the celebration. So any celebration which is celebrated annually, every year, is again the teaching of Islam, except these two, the Eidain, Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. That's the Eid al-Nahar, the Eid of sacrifice. Birthday is more of a Western culture and people celebrate it. It is not an Islamic culture and it is against the teachings of Islam. So therefore it is not permissible.
See, the issue of birthdays is something that we Muslims do not have. And if you look at the time or the history 100 or 150 years ago, you will never find people celebrating their birthdays. This is something that came to us recently, either through the conquest of Muslim world, countries, or through people going to the West and adopting their customs and bringing it back to us. So the issue of having a birthday cake with candles, the number of your age, with singing happy birthday to you, dear so-and-so, happy birthday to you, and then blowing the candles in one breath, and then eating from that a cake. This is not from the Muslim tradition, and hence this is imitating the kuffar. It is not a religious celebration, but we are told not to imitate the kuffar, and hence such celebration that comes over and over on a specific date, which is the date of birth, this is called Eid. And the Prophet ﷺ told us that there are only two Eids to be celebrated throughout the year for Muslims, and that is Eid al-Adha and Eid al-Fitr. Therefore, you must not participate in any gathering or celebration or even congratulating people by saying happy birthday or giving them gifts on that occasion.
Religious. Any personal or private celebration that is nothing to do with the religion has nothing to do with Islam. Islam is not making it haram or halal or makruh or mubah. The celebration is neutral. The Sharia did not dictate personal celebrations. There's nothing in the Sharia that dictates anything about personal celebrations. The ahadith about Allah substituting two Eids, as we're going to come to, if anything, it is a communal. A personal celebration cannot be a bid'ah because there's no religion involved. And the Sharia did not dictate when you can be happy and when you can throw a party and invite friends over. There's nothing in the Sharia for or against this. It is neutral. So if you graduate and you want to have a festival, go ahead. If you get a new house, you have a festival, go ahead. If you're bored and you want to have a festival, go ahead. If you think it is the day you were born or whatever, your birthday, and you want to have a festival, go ahead. The Sharia is not telling you anything about this. There's nothing in and of itself that forbids it. And therefore, these personal celebrations, and in particular the two most famous ones are birthdays and anniversaries, there is nothing in the Sharia to forbid them. Now, so a group of scholars say that it is haram, again, as we said, and they quote the hadith, Allah has given you 2 days better than those 2 days. I understand where they're coming from, and frankly, let me be frank here, when it comes to joint communal civilizational holidays, they have a better point because the hadith can be understood to apply to communal holidays. The hadith of Allah has given you 2 Eids better than those 2 Eids cannot be used for birthdays because it's not an Eid where people come together. It's your personal house or your whatever. I mean, you get my. It's not a communal holiday, which is an Eid. It's not the gathering of people. It's the gathering of your friends. The point is to argue that it is haram is simply a big word. Where did you get haram from? Even the hadith, Allah has substituted your 2 days for 2 better days, does not indicate tahrim. Substitution does not indicate tahrim. If the Prophet had wanted to, he could have said very easily, Allah has forbidden any Eids other than our 2 Eids. And that would have, in that wording, we could have forbidden any national secular holiday. That wording, but he didn't. He talked about 2 religious festivals of Jahiliyyah, and he said those 2 religious festivals, get rid of them. And Allah has given you 2 better religious festivals. So religious festivals, we already agree.
Any any celebration which is done on an annual basis, whether it be wedding anniversary, whether it be Valentine's Day, whether it be Mother's Day, or whether it be Teacher's Day, all these type of days or annual celebration, except for the two Eid, are not permissible in Islam.
Certain types of these celebrations can actually bring a positive goal that the Sharia wants, love between families. Anniversaries are of the most easiest ways to win your wife's heart back, mashallah, tabarakallah. Please don't forget your anniversaries, right? I say it is sunnah, meaning not sunnah, like sunnah here meaning the goals of the Sharia, sunnah, not the Prophet, obviously. It is of the goals of the Sharia to celebrate your anniversary. Quote me on that, no problem. It is of the goals of the Sharia to celebrate your anniversary. Why not? Of the goals of the Sharia to bring love between a couple. And Allah created women that way. They love these dates. Us, we don't even think about the dates. That's the problem, right? Make sure you put the date in your calendar 10 times. Like, put it right now, like whatever's your anniversary, make there. And then, surprise, go out, have a nice party, do something. Halal, obviously, no sharab. Just drink some grape juice, no problem. Keep it halal. But celebrate, why not? What is wrong? How can the Sharia forbid a celebration between a husband and wife that will increase their love? Think about, again, those ulama that make it haram based on what? So, we say all of this is completely, there's no basis to make it haram. طيب.